Good evening, Central Indiana, and welcome to JTH Construction Studio. We're live. We have a full studio of girls just that cannot wait to talk tonight. So they're not even laughing. That's not good. Coach, we'll get to them in a moment. Once again, we are live, JTH Construction Studio, 765-913-8599. Get a hold of Joe for all your construction needs. He did a lot of good work at Gaddy's. I'm glad he got that done and up and running finally. American Basement Solutions, Mr. Larry Ralph Sr., 1-877-409-2837. Fathom Real Estate with Teresa Messmer, who just happened to pop on. How you doing, Teresa? 765-341-8911. Get a hold of Teresa for all your real estate. There's Kayla Prime. We might as well do their ad right now. Let's not forget our ladies down at Hometown Nutrition. 765-315-0738. Protein shakes, iced coffees, boosted teas, and smoothies. Wellspring, Mr. Bob Goodrum's Group, 765-346-6661. Sid's Comfort System, give Caleb Sid a call at 765-346-0195. Livewire, Tommy Walls, Electric Consulting, 765-792-4012. Wayman's Furniture Appliance and Mattress, give Mark a call at 765-342-4339. The Yard Barber, Andrew Payton, 765-318-4108. And, of course, Logan's Cosmos, 765-318-3388. And last but not least, Drake of the Creek, Cedar Creek. This weekend is the island theme. Where I'm at, Island Night. It's Cabana-rama and Naughty Yachties. So put on your Hawaiian shirt and go to Cedar Creek. If you've not been there, it's actually a pretty good place. All right, it's soccer time. We're going to talk soccer. I know tomorrow night I'll be at the Red and Blue game. But tonight... we're starting to show on coaches and getting as many coaches at high school in we can, even work our way down to junior high if we have to. But you're like our inaugural team.
Good.
The girls soccer team is here.
Good. Yeah.
And they're excited to be here, aren't they?
It sounds like it. Looks like it.
Yeah.
We knew Coach Spino was in a few weeks ago, so I thought, hey, let's get in there.
Yeah, you got to trump him anytime you get a chance.
Absolutely.
Jason Dilbone, how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having us.
Oh, honored to have you guys in here. 4 members of your teams in here tonight. Before we get into everything, how many girls play high school soccer?
So this year's team, we have about 23. One girl's out with the torn ACL, so we'll have 22 rostered that can play. We were hoping for a few more, but that's okay. We've got 22 girls that are very dedicated and work hard every day.
That's fantastic. And a little bit about yourself. What Martinsville resident?
Yep.
What led you to get into coaching, and what brought you to girls soccer?
Yeah, so I'm an artesian. Graduated from Martinsville, and really my daughters played their whole life. And I coached them at the YMCA and then at the club level, and then I stepped away so they could be, coached by someone else and get that side of things.
That's not easy for a parent that likes to coach.
It's not. Yeah,
it's
not.
I did softball. So.
Yeah, it was difficult. So then we, once they got to the high school level, I really worked hard to push the middle school program. So we started the middle school program in 2017, 18. So I coached the first girls team there. And then I moved on when my daughters were playing in high school as an assistant. Well, then the assistant stepped away right before the season started and had a long conversation with Kip and interviewed. And my biggest thing at that point was I didn't want that senior class, which my daughter happened to be in that class. Didn't want them to. It was a tough spot, right? Coach was stepping away a couple weeks before season started, right. So that was my main reason for stepping in at that point. But I saw the writing on the wall too. We've got a lot of talented girls, in the community, and soccer's growing. So didn't want it to just fall apart.
That's what I was going to ask. The YMCA, it's like a feeder program now, like junior league football and artisanal little league. So the YMCA's taken over that as far as soccer for boys and girls, as a matter of fact. Yeah,
Don Lips does a great job out there. They
does.
have 300 and some kids that play in the fall and the spring.
That's fantastic.
So we're trying to tap into that. Obviously, we want to grow the program and get as many girls out and to enjoy soccer as we can.
And this year you got a new what is it, a pitch? That's what they call it?
Yeah, new turf pitch.
Yeah.
So we're excited. We haven't been on it yet. We've been practicing on the football field to try to get accustomed to the turf. It's still a little different, a little faster.
The football field's magnificent.
It is.
I couldn't believe that the other night.
It is. So all the fields that we're lucky to be involved with a community and a school district that wants to put that back into the student athletes. So to get the turf field, I know is a big undertaking, but it'll be good for us. So it's It's a different kind of game.
I know a lot of people don't look at it this way, but it's all systemic. If you want more kids to come to school, make your programs better. Not only your girls soccer, your football, your choir, your orchestra, everything has to improve. And if you look around the state, some of these other schools, the amount of money they're spending, and it's an enticement program.
Mm-hmm.
Curb appeal. Hey, look what we got.
Yep.
Why would you move to Martinsville when you could move out to Monrovia, who's cornering the market on a lot of things right now?
Right.
And it all works together, and it brings revenue and income to the school because it's a business at that point in time.
It is. Yep.
And a lot of people don't understand that. But
yeah,
you got players here. First of all, how many kids can be on the field at once? I know I asked Willie this.
Yeah, so we
don't
play 11.
Willie
Yeah,
half the time.
we play 11 on the field at once. So a goalie and 10 players, field players. So we have 11 at once, and so the 22 range that we have is going to be tough for a JV. We'll play some JV halves.
Yeah.
I was hoping for 26 girls, but that's okay. We'll make the best of it. But numbers are down across the mid-state. I talked to the mid-state conference coaches, and they're all down. So,
but they're coming up at the bottom levels.
We're hoping, yeah. So the middle school program, that I think 15 girls came to tryouts this week. So
that's fantastic.
So we're trying to drive the girls out on the soccer field.
So we have any goalies in here tonight?
We don't. Our goalies aren't here, but yeah, we have a couple defenders and a couple of our top scorers with us tonight. So
can we? Are they going to talk if we introduce them?
We're going to have to probably make them talk. So
there's a couple of ornery ones in the crowd.
Right,
you got to be. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to call out any names, but
there is. Yeah.
But it is what it is. So can you introduce them to us, Coach?
Yeah. So right here we've got Demery Pueblo. She plays defense. She's a senior, so she's a solid defender for us. I can really rely on Demery. I don't have to worry about that side of the field, so it makes it nice. Next is Addie Berry. She's our striker. So striker's playing up top of the field, trying to score all the goals. So she's hurt right now. She hurt herself yesterday at practice. So, days ago.
See, Willie just popped on here, and I seen his name now. But you're already giving me better information. A striker, that's someone that scores goals, right?
Yeah,
he didn't even tell me.
Come on now, Willie.
I mean, come on. Anyway,
Willie played the game. I didn't too.
He
so
says he did. I don't have any footage of it yet.
So a funny thing about Coach Spina is I coached him in second grade basketball. So yeah, right. So that's how old I am, I guess.
Well, we're not going to discuss aging.
So, but
he's firing back.
Yeah. So Addie will get her healthy, get her back on the field. She's a key component to what we do out there.
Injured during practice, or
yep.
Yeah.
Or was you out the lake jumping on an inner tube or something?
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that either, but that was a practice. But then we have Olivia Phillips. She's also a forward striker. She scores a lot of goals for us too. Olivia's the honorary one.
Yeah.
So we got to watch her.
We determined that real early.
Right, we did. Right, as soon as we walked in, right?
Yes.
So, and then we have Cassie Berry, who is Olivia's twin. And,
Olivia.
I'm sorry, Addie's twin. See, I can't talk. You should take me off the mic.
She sat with her, and they kind of mumbled some things together, so it could be.
So, and Cassie plays. She'll be starting on defense for us, but she plays a little all over the field. She's a utility player for us. So.
A lot of running. Okay, first of all, I'm going to throw this off you. Do any of you play any other sports?
Cassie do track.
A little louder, dear. Track?
Track, yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. The running is just insane. I don't think people... How long or what is it, 2 halves, 2 quarters?
Yeah, so we're playing 40-minute halves.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah, so in most of my girls will play all 80 minutes. A lot of these girls will play probably 70 to 80 minutes.
In this heat, too.
Yep.
And it's just...
So.
You guys, training-wise, do you a lot of running off-season, during season? Or do you rest your legs during the season?
Me and Addie do soccer. It's like no break.
So like basketball or baseball, you said, it's like the AU stuff. What is it? What
so club soccer.
Club soccer.
Yeah. So
Willie was trying to explain it to me, but like I said, I don't get that. So
it's growing. Especially there's not teams here. We have Cutters in Bloomington and
right.
SCSA in Center Grove where a lot of these girls play.
Do all 4 of you play travel ball, or for lack of better words?
3 of the 4.
Us 3 do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the first year, honestly, I think we've got 8 or 9 girls that played club soccer. So that's big for our program. Usually when I first started coaching, we had what, three or four that played. So 8 or 9 is a huge turnaround for us. And quite honestly, like I said, the YMCA does a great job, but there's a whole nother step to that. You're playing year round, you're playing a better competition.
Right.
So
you get in the club
different.
stuff. It's the talented people in that.
So it makes a big difference in our team. So got 8 or 9 girls that play club a year.
So ladies, let's start. State your name, what grade you're in, and how long you've been playing soccer.
I'm Demery Pueblo, and I'm a senior. Started soccer at a young age. I took a break. I started in high school.
So you've been playing it for a while, though. Did you play in the Y League here?
Yeah.
So that is a good feeder program.
It is, absolutely. I mean, we get, any girls we can take. I mean, like I said, a lot of girls play out there, and we rely on that. We really do.
And you can see her pleasantries at Brain Chills, I know, because they serve great ice cream there and great food. So.
We got a good group of girls.
Natasha will be on here in a minute. She'll see it, so. All right, next young lady.
My name is Addie Berry, and I'm a junior. I've been playing since kindergarten.
58 kids at camp last week. Was it?
Yeah.
So you've been playing soccer since you were in kindergarten, and you played in the Y League also.
Yeah, till second grade, but as we removed some.
Yeah.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
I mean, I was barely kicking rocks without falling down at that point in time. I barely do that now. That's a long time to be playing soccer. So I fell in love with it, clearly.
Yeah, lots of good coaches.
Yeah.
Which really make it.
That any sport, I agree with that. That's true.
Yeah, I told her to say that. That's
want a little bit less running time tomorrow if you say this.
Yeah.
All right, down on the end, the mean one. How we doing?
I'm Olivia Phillips. I am a junior, and I've been playing soccer since I was 3.
3 years old.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. YMCA soccer, I assume.
Yeah.
It's just
This group we have right now, our core group has played their whole lives. That's just what they've done. So that's why, and we see the success on the field.
I was going to say we'll get to that a little bit on scheduling and expectations. And last but not least,
my name is Cassie Berry. Yeah.
So wait a minute.
Yeah.
Does she sound like she was really into it? You not so much?
Well, no, I am.
Okay.
She just.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're getting some fire.
Right. That's the fire she has on the field.
Yeah.
So, have all 4 of you scored a goal in high school level?
Yeah.
Who's the leading scorer here at the table?
It's close. Yeah. So
The 2 strikers.
Yeah. So Addie had 21 goals last year, which is a huge amount, and Olivia had 15.
Great coach, great group of young ladies. Luke, how you doing, buddy? 21 and 15?
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of goals.
It was. Yeah. That's she was. I think you led the conference.
It's like the Cubs versus the Reds right now.
Yeah, it is.
Just throwing that out there for my Reds fans that are paying attention.
I'm a Cubs fan, so
there we go.
So yeah, there are 2 main scorers. Like I said, with 35 goals between the 2, 36 goals between the 2 last year. So that's huge. Yeah.
And we had a discussion with Mr. Spina about one of the hardest things to do would kick a soccer ball into a net.
Right. It is.
And we claimed that we could.
Right.
He said if he was, it's a lot. It's way more difficult than it looks.
You could if I was playing goalie, not Willie. Not so much. But
we're giving him heck, but
it's tough. Yeah.
Those that play it make it look easy.
They do. We have a great goalie. We have a sophomore goalie, Layla Wolf, is our goalie, and she honestly, I expect her to be all conference.
Really?
She's tough. She's been playing her whole life too. Plays club soccer. So, and I've always said I would rather have a good goalie and a good scorer. Nothing against you girls, but if we can have both,
win a lot of
even
1-0 games.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the first year I took over, we could score, but we couldn't stop a goal either. Right. So that.
Talk a little bit about schedule, teams that you'll play, the conference you're in, and expectations if possible.
Yeah, so our first game's the 14th. So the community come out and support us on our first game on the new turf. So we play Shelbyville on the 14th. Hopefully we have Addie back, but we'll see. That following 2 days later we play Mooresville. So Mooresville's obviously one of our biggest rivals.
Big rivalry game.
Yeah, we beat them last year for the first time ever. So that's I want that to continue.
They're going to be coming out for
So
blood, though.
they
this
are.
game.
They are. Yep. So it's a good rivalry. We know a lot of those players, a lot of good friends there. So
Sure.
our mid-state conference it's tough. I mean, as it is in all sports, right?
So you guys, mid-state, same
It is.
teams,
Yeah,
all
same
schools have
same
soccer.
across the board. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Plainfield has dominated our conference last 6 years, so they've won the conference. So I think we've got a good chance this year if we can stay healthy. So
That sounds like the key to every,
It is.
Health is so important.
Yep.
How many games a regular season before you get into? Do you have the playoffs? Does every team make the playoffs, or how does that work?
Yep. So we'll play about 20 games, and then everybody qualifies for the IHSA. Then
Okay.
our sectional's tough, just like the boys. We have Bloomington South, both Bloomingtons, both Terre Hautes, and Center Grove. So
See, those are schools that have a
tough.
lot more enrollment
tough,
numbers.
yeah.
Wise.
we've talked about that for years. It's when we go into sectionals, Center Grove and Bloomington South are usually ranked in the top 5. So
Right.
but this year might be a little different.
Got to lace them up and go after it. though.
Absolutely,
Never know.
regardless. Yeah.
It just,
So.
I don't know. 23 kids playing varsity soccer for the girls team.
Yep.
9 on the field at a time. How
11 on the
often-
field.
11 on the
Yep.
field.
Yep.
Just like football. Subbing.
Yep.
Do you even sub or no?
We do.
That seems so confusing to me.
Yeah, a lot of teams will sub a lot.
Yeah.
Willie has 73 kids out there. No, I'm just kidding. It looks like it at practice.
Yeah.
It's tough for us. It's I will sub. We'll give them breaks. I wish I had more to sub in, and but you just got to be careful. There's times of the game that is more strategic than others, but my back line, my defenders really won't come out of the game.
Right.
Like I just don't. Kind of like your quarterback, your
Sure.
anchor back there, you're not going to take out. So they're going to stay in most of the game. But the girls that are scoring and running 7 miles a game playing midfield, they're going to want
Unlimited subs.
yeah.
Okay.
So they're going to want some breaks. But we can sub whenever we want. Yeah. So it's not like college or pro where you're limited.
Yeah, that's
So.
what I was brought up that. I
Yeah.
wasn't for sure because in the TV, you watch them on TV.
There's
And
there are only a
gotta
few.
do this, that, and the other.
So we can sub whenever. Yep.
So two of you've all played since you were 3 or 4 years old. Passion is soccer then? No other sports, anything like that? Any other hobbies? We got any hobbies?
Tried basketball and put me into foul.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see
yeah.
that.
So
Yeah.
she's aggressive.
Yeah.
Cassie's on our back line. She's very aggressive. We have her and our.
But you got to have that.
We do, absolutely. And then Maddie Mossgroup was supposed to be here tonight. She's got to work. Maddie's our senior captain. She was captain last year. She anchors the back line with Cassie. They do a great job back there. So both of them are a little reckless at times, but they both have the speed to catch up. So, but you need that. It's like a enforcer in hockey. You have to have one.
Now, the 2 strikers. Can you guys do tricks with the ball like they show these guys on TV? Picking it up and bouncing, flipping around. You guys do that like on your own or at practice? Do you do that stuff?
Practice week.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really happen in it's more simpler.
Yeah.
Like just giving.
Yeah, I know they glamorize it on TV and the commercials and videos and stuff, but you watch the World Cup or something like that, or even the Olympics, they're
Right.
pass.
It's incredible, isn't it? Yeah.
So
They can both do it. They just don't break it out too much.
Yeah. Or combination.
so that they can get fancy, but they
can.
keep it simple.
Yep.
That's a good thing, though. I'm
Yeah.
trying to liven them up, and they're
No, I
still-
get. Yeah.
There's a couple of them are. But
They do a
couple
good
of them
job of playing together. We don't have a whole lot of one-on-one play. So
aren't. How many seniors do you have? I
we have 4.
4
Yeah,
total.
So we have Demery here, Maddie Mossgrip, which isn't here, Ashlyn Crow. She's in Spain right now, and then Lexi Doherty. So yep,
what's your turnover normally? Is it 3 or 4 a year?
it is.
Is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
We had my first year. We had 7. That was a big class. But yeah, that's what we're seeing, 3 to 4. Yeah.
Girls, the reason why I was saying it's good for you to get on camera and promote it. You have to understand when I went to high school, soccer was not even on the state match level. Not even where. Matter of fact, in 8th grade at Mr. PE class, we would play soccer / football. I mean, he would do it on a PE thing where you kick the ball around and then pretty much it would end up tackle football.
Right.
But that was it.
Right.
That was all we did. That was as close as the soccer Thanks, Jeremy. That was as close as it got to soccer right here. There was no soccer classes or schools, or I don't think anywhere in the state had soccer.
We didn't have it when I was in school.
So it's come a long way. Breaking my mic now.
Now we're gonna have to do a big fundraiser.
Right, right.
It's all lopsided.
Kind of like your ankle right now.
I'm like, okay.
Just have to talk loud. You need me to come look fix it?
If you want to.
Pull up on that arm. That one should be good. You broke it. I mean, your ankle. Now I can understand why your ankle hurts.
Yeah.
Why?
They're good. They can just hold it.
There we go.
Yeah.
They
Don't
broke
touch it, Addie. Doing it to
Right.
Demery.
There you go. There's
There you
Natasha.
go. She
Natasha, I was praising her. She ditched work for the show.
Right.
See, she is dedicated to come in. I can't convince you and your staff to ever come in, and she's here.
She
No.
did have to switch her day. Yeah, she did have to
True
switch her
story. Anytime we do a fundraiser or something, that lady right there will show up out of the blue with shakes and everything and ice cream for us, and she's always supportive for us.
Right.
So
Good.
very appreciative, Natasha.
day. That's my daughter. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. Yeah, no, she's saying that to be a smart aleck.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not.
She's not?
No, that's not.
Come on, let's just
Yeah.
leave it as it is.
Right.
Piper, kill it now. Don't
Right.
don't elaborate on that. So, see, Natasha's happy to see your smiling face on here. So that's funny. Okay, you guys, you're the only senior. All four of you plan to play soccer at the next level, college, or ambitions? What are you looking to do?
Thinking about it.
Thinking about it.
ID opportunity.
What programs do you follow as now? Like either USA soccer or overseas, or do you follow colleges, or what do you guys look after?
Whatever's on.
Whatever's on. Okay.
Whenever I get the remote.
So you don't have a team like does the
Yeah.
Indy 11? Is that what they're called?
Right,
Do you
yep.
follow them at all, or
Games last. I went to the one.
okay.
Olivia, you're a North Carolina fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you follow North Carolina soccer?
Sometimes.
Is that where you
Yeah.
want to go?
Yeah.
That'd be
Or
pretty cool.
Butler.
Or Butler, stay close to home.
Yeah.
What about you, dear? Are you gonna go play soccer somewhere? Is this it? This is it.
Yeah.
Senior year, you're done.
I had to twist Demery's arm to make her play her senior year a little bit. So,
Oh,
yeah.
she didn't want to. She apparently she did, or she wouldn't have.
yes,
so she's
absolutely.
out there now,
Right. Yeah.
and she's happy with her decision.
I hope so.
I'm gonna have Natasha have a word with you.
Right.
So, do you guys ever watch the boys or practice against the boys team or anything like that?
Now
No.
we've been sharing a field. You know, obviously we've been on the football field and splitting in half, and we'll do the same when we get on our turf. No, that Willie's done a great job. That program's growing too. He's got a ton of kids.
There
And,
you go, and I believe that 100%.
yeah, yeah,
Thank you, Natasha.
yeah. So yeah, we practice beside him every day. So
So you guys, do you play your games on the same? Is there just one soccer field for school now?
there is, yeah. I mean, we have the practice fields, but yeah, we play on opposite days.
Sure.
So it works out. Yep.
Watch yours. But
Yeah,
you go.
Willie.
Willie can kick her butt.
I don't know
Well,
about
at least
that.
you got the new turf.
Yeah, that'll be big. So we just got to get accustomed to playing on it. It's a whole different ball game.
Is
Yeah.
it really?
It is, yeah.
Was it all grass last year?
It is, yeah.
Have you
So-
girls played on turf before?
Yeah.
Other schools?
Yeah. So Mooresville has it. There's some other schools that have it, but it's a different game, especially for the girls that don't play club soccer, that aren't traveling around playing on it. It's
Is it quicker?
a lot faster.
So fast.
Yeah.
You're playing
Yeah.
on carpet basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ball's fast.
See, we played we played the first game of the Dome, Hoosier Dome. I don't know if you guys were alive when that was built. But the turf, I'll back this up. When you play on that turf, it grabs your feet.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so as a lineman, you're running around going, I got to pick my feet up.
Right.
Because I'll nosedive right here in front of 30,000 people.
Right. Yeah.
And you don't want to do that. But this stuff they have now, it felt like grass.
It does. It feels like grass. Yeah.
And when you fall on it, I know you shouldn't fall a lot in soccer, but when you fall on it, does it give any, or does it feel like concrete, or?
slide tackle, it rips up your.
Yeah,
It's,
right.
it's bad. It's rug burn.
Right.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of rug burn. Need a lot of bandage.
You guys, can you put sleeves on your legs and elbows and everything to protect you?
That looks pretty.
I got.
Yeah.
Look at, I was gonna say.
That looks
Did you
pretty
see the
bad.
look I got
Yeah.
from?
Yeah.
Yeah, she gave me a look like. But it's either the dorky look or
Yeah.
you're losing half your skin on the
Right.
ground.
Right.
Rather do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about looks, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't
You
know.
look
it was a
good, you
glamour
play
shot.
good, right? Is that how it
Yeah.
goes?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta have a little
Yeah.
blood, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a lot of pros, like the professional teams, won't play on turf. Yeah, they don't.
Turf?
No, that's my wife. Yeah, we were at practice the other day, and
We're playing tag.
Yeah,
And you go-
let's not go into details. What happened? We had our first, our last summer practice, so to speak, unofficial, and we tried to make it fun, and we were playing a tag game.
It ended in
It
catastrophe.
did, yeah, I'm not 20 like I used to be. Yeah, it's not. I tried.
Well, you stay in an elevated position and just
Absolutely.
dictate down. man.
Yeah. So and we had camp that same day, and the little kids were like, "You're bleeding." I'm like, yeah, don't ask why.
How does the season go? Is it similar to football, to where you can practice some during the summer, and then full season? When did the full season?
A bicycle.
Go?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I can't ride a bicycle.
Right, I was gonna
That
say.
hurt.
I'd pay money to see that.
You're right. So yeah, through the season, so we'll play a couple games a week, and then we'll watch film, take what what happened that game, and apply it to the
Practice
next
time is cut down once you
It
start
is.
playing.
Yeah, it is.
But what about in the off season in the summer? Do you guys get to practice all summer long, or is there an actual date where?
There's dates. So we started in June. It's an optional, thing for the girls, but honestly, we had great dedication. Like the girls were there every day,
Right.
every morning from June whatever till then. Our official season started last week, which was on the 31st. So yeah, we were in there every morning along with Willie's team. Just we went Monday through Thursday. And yeah, it's been a long summer. They put the work in.
Well, and again, that's I'm repeating myself, but you guys need to really be proud of what you're accomplishing. Win, lose, or draw, any game, you get up every morning or every afternoon or whatever, and you go out there and you practice. And 20 years from now, you'll look back on it and say, "Man, I cannot," because it takes dedication, and you guys are paving the way for future kids to come in and play for Martinsville, and hopefully, along with Willie, as long as he's not doing bicycle kicks. These are two programs that the school needs, just
Yeah.
like the football and the basketball and all that. So
Yeah. No, I agree. They put the work in, and along with the boys, and the program's growing. So Willie had a great record last year. We had our first winning record in like 15 years.
really, well,
So-
congratulations.
Yeah. So and we pretty much got the whole team back. We lost one senior we lost a couple seniors, but one senior starter. So yeah, we looking forward to a good season. So it's growing. Like we just need to keep it building, keep it going.
So who does the penalty kicks? All y'all? Or like, let's say, Willie's gonna laugh at me here. Girls gonna kill it this year, double digit. There you go.
Yep, absolutely.
When the game's tied at the end, and you've played for 400 minutes, and then you guys line up, get 4 shots, and they get 4 shots, or whatever, 5 and 5 or whatever.
Yep.
Who does all of them get to do it, or is there select 5?
No.
Or
Yeah,
can you use the same person?
Well, the first round, then you have to switch 5.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Olivia and Addie would for sure be in there. Cassie would be. Demery doesn't want to take them. But they actually changed the rule this year, Kevin. In our conference, we don't go to penalty kicks. So
Just keep playing.
it'll be like the World Cup. So you'll go points. So if we win that game, you get 3 points. If it's a tie, you get 1 point. If you lose, it's 0 points.
You like that?
So-
Or would you play it out?
No, never have the
That's
PK
how
kick.
I agree
Yeah.
with that.
It was a coaches voted, and then it went to an AD vote. So they went to.
AD's got you, dude.
Yeah, I think so.
I would rather play it out. I'm not big on ties.
Right. So
Especially you guys play 80 minutes?
80 minutes, yeah. So the only time we'll go to PKs this year is sectionals.
Okay.
So
So just regular season.
yep.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So regular season will just be all across the board ties, or ties are go by points.
Now you guys,
We better not have. Oh, that's my daughter again.
she's
Yeah.
showing the love.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No?
I think a little bit, but she's also being a big smart aleck. She played. I did not coach her. She played prior to me taking over, and I couldn't have coached Piper because it wouldn't have ended Well, like my younger daughter here, she was fine, but my older one I couldn't coach.
Yeah, I
We-
coached 2 of my 3 in softball, and I look back, I was like, I should have never have done that.
right,
Their scars will never be healed. I'm
right.
just saying, as a dad that wants to coach, so it's
Right,
tough to turn them over.
It is. It's hard to sit in the stands and see things that you want to change.
Struggle.
Right.
High school, I don't know how they handle sponsors for stuff, or
Yep.
if someone wanted to support you guys, support the team, support the girls, how do they go about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Reach out to myself or Willie or Kip, our AD, Luke, our assistant AD. Willie and I have been actually looking for sponsors. We're going to put some banners up on it around the new field. So any help matters, or goes a long way. We can buy there's some new equipment that we've never had in the past that we need for the turf.
Right.
So we can, that'll help the
I know a
programs
guy that
lot.
does banners now too. I'm just
Yep.
throwing
Hey,
that.
yeah,
Just throwing that out.
anything helps.
Willie knows that. He
Right,
keeps ignoring
okay.
me on that. So.
right. But yeah, it's anything helps. We buy a lot of practice shirts, a lot of warm up shirts. So and Kip's great. Kip and Luke, they've never told us no. Anything we've asked for the program, that they're very willing to help and give us custom uniforms last year. So, but yeah, sponsorships help for sure.
People, they want to complain about the groceries and gas and everything being expensive. Imagine being an athlete, and all that stuff's went up too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And somebody has to help cover those costs.
Yeah.
They're already paying into it.
Yeah.
So whether it be sweat equity or everyone,
Right.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, $300 cleats, about what the soccer cleats run. So
You see, that was the thing. I should have
Yeah.
asked that. In softball, it was every season you bought a $350 bat, and if you
And
broke
it-
it halfway through it, whether it was
Right.
warranty or not, you was going to buy another $350 bat.
right.
What equipment do you guys put the bill on? Cleats and shin pads, or what?
Cleats
and
every season.
cleats and shin guards.
Yeah.
Which I guess we're a little lucky because we don't have a bat and we don't have a glove.
Sometimes
But-
you'd like to have a bat out there. I bet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That'd make it more interesting. I bet.
right.
But the cleats, yeah, that could get expensive. You guys go through cleats that quick?
Yeah, I break mine like every
The
season.
bottom comes.
Really?
Yeah.
they
I
were-
duct tape
yeah.
it back on.
Some girls not so much. Other girls,
Yeah.
Quite all year round. All year round.
Well,
Yeah.
you would think they would make a shoe that could withstand the kicking and the running, and
I think they do that on purpose, so you just have to buy more, just
Like
like,
a
car.
tire.
Right,
Yep.
Yep.
that's crazy. I never even thought about that. Replacing your cleats that quick. The new uniforms, I haven't seen them from.
Yeah, we had them last year. Yeah,
Maybe
we
I
got to
have.
got to design them a little bit, so it was nice. It was Kip spent some money on us, so it was nice. Give us the opportunity to design new uniforms, and the girls really liked them.
You guys do. I'm trying to think. So when is your first game?
We play the 14th, so August 14th, couple weeks, and we play Shelbyville at home. Yeah,
And then Willie, when is Willie's first game?
that same week. Yeah.
When did your guys'
so,
first home games?
Our first home game's that day, that
14th.
14th. Yeah. So, and the Willie's is probably that same week as well.
See, they should combine something where you guys have a game before, like the Red and Blue games tomorrow.
Yeah. So he plays 15th.
Like
Yeah.
the Red and Blue games tomorrow night, and they're going to have the 7th and 8th grade there scrimmaging,
Yeah.
and then the junior varsity and the varsity and all that. They should do something like that with you guys to promote your sport,
Yeah. That's a good idea.
especially with the new field and.
Yeah. We are. We did combine our alumni games.
Oh, you have an alumni game?
So we played our alumni game last week, and we had
Ooh, hamstrings and all. I bet.
right. So girls played before the boys, so that was the first time we've combined them. It was a good event.
It's fun to know about that.
Yeah.
Willie, I'd have been there and filmed it and went
See,
live.
there you
Those
go.
are some of the best things ever.
Right. So
Watching old people try to play still. Trust me.
Right. So it was a good event, and then we are doing a lot this year. We're having special nights, and I should have brought the dates, but we'll have a YMCA like community night where I want the YMCA girls to come out and enjoy a game, see the new field. So
Yeah, will the turf help with the upkeep of the cleats, or does it hurt it?
It
No?
makes them go
Really?
by way quicker.
Really?
If you have
Yeah.
leather ones, it'll
Really?
Yeah.
So there's different spikes but you can buy artificial cleats, but
Like stop us fast, so a bit more.
See, I worry about the knees on the turf. That was my first thought.
yeah, that's
And back when they first put AstroTurf, a few baseball teams had it in the 80s. And then when the football team started getting it, guys started blowing their knees out
Yeah.
because the science wasn't behind it
Mhm.
yet. And the knee injuries were bad. And I think they've gotten so much better.
it's totally different. It's like walking out on like short grass. Yeah.
Willie, I'm
Yeah.
serious. Next year, I'm
Yeah.
all for it.
Yeah.
I can get with Jeff and
That'd be great. Yeah. So we are doing some. We're having community nights. We're having the YMCA night. So we'll invite all those players out to one of our games. Can't remember something. We're doing a teacher appreciation night. So we're having 3 or 4 promotional events throughout the.
Are you
the
guys
year.
still playing by the time the fall foliage rolls around, or is it over?
Hopefully, we're still playing. right.
Really need to
So
be some TV.
right. So the tournament starts in October. So it's
Okay.
around that same.
Should
time.
be in the fall foliage. You guys
Yeah.
should have all
Yeah.
men's and girls and boys team should
We
be.
could. I don't know if these girls would want to ride on a float. I don't know.
Come
Yeah,
on,
so I know.
Then walk it.
Yeah. We could get some brain chills, and they could eat it on the
They could wear sweats and
You're
a
right.
hoodie, and then put the jersey over that and walk it.
right.
I mean,
there we go.
promote it. That's what you guys got to do. Really needs TV time, whatever. I try to get those guys in here once a week practically, and they're like, "Oh, I got this." And
There we go. Yeah.
once we win sectionals, no.
Yeah. So
Well, I would love to get me that schedule.
okay. Yep.
I'm going to hear from him after I
Okay.
say this, but I would love to come and at least go live at one game
Oh, that'd be
this
great.
year.
Yeah.
And for you and the boys team. I think it'd be fun. I don't know the first thing about soccer. I don't.
Makes it better sometimes. right?
Exactly.
Right.
She kicked the ball to her, and she kicked to her, and
Right.
she's kicked it in the net. And then some dude held up a card.
Right.
He explained that to me. I'm like,
Right.
dude, no.
I taught my girls playing offsides with tater tots at our kitchen table,
Oh,
moving them around, and so
I get it in hockey. It's very
Right.
simple to me to
Yeah.
understand that. I like hockey.
It's so objective and subjective. Like
Especially, it seems like on a breakaway when a guy's past a certain point, it's like an objective call from the
It is.
referee or something. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
And most of the time, Willie and I don't agree with it anyway. So,
Right.
Unless it's going against us.
I can see that.
Right.
Him not agreeing
Yeah.
with it. So,
So-
unless it's in your favor.
Right. That's exactly right.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't see it if it's in our favor.
We
So-
would love to come down and catch a game with you ladies. Maybe get there a little bit and let you guys say hi on camera real quick. And I'll bring my broken iPad and makes it easy to carry around and watch a little bit,
Yeah.
at least
Be great.
promote you guys, because I've had a lot of shows, especially this year. Excuse me, we've been doing this for about 6 years, and I've had shows about everything under the sun, from the drug issues in this community to Pee Wee League baseball. My thing is this: keep young people interested in a structured environment, and I don't care if you're playing the flute or in the marching band or in the orchestra or the debate team or DECA. I was on DECA, but soccer, boys or girls, keep you guys busy and keep you guys in a structured environment. You're not going to slip through the cracks.
No.
Not as easy.
Yep.
And it keeps you guys focused and out of trouble.
Grades go up. Yep. For every, you see kids involved in school sports and school activities.
100%.
Their grades are better, and we've got a great group, all very involved in the community. So it makes it easy.
Like I said, good coaches. That's the key. The players got to know the coaches care.
Right.
You're going to get yelled at. I don't care what
Right.
sport you play in. You're going to get yelled at. You're going to get yelled at when you do something wrong 99.9% of the time.
Yeah.
Unless you're Willie, then you just yell
Right.
uncontrollably all the time.
You're right.
So, I mean, but it's that bond that you have with players and coaches. Chemistry is big on every sport you play.
It is. Yep. And I've said from day one, having 2 girls that played soccer, girls coaches got to act. You got to treat them a little different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So-
I tell the story, and I don't know if you guys played softball here at Martinsville Diamonds.
Right.
I coached forever over there, and it didn't matter. Championship game, first game, winner or losing, rain, cold. First girl that walked in with a thing of cheese fries, even though don't leave the dugout during the game, girls,
Mhm.
okay. But the mom would go get the cheese fries, or the kid would, and walk them in and hand it to this girl. Once the cheese fries hit the dugout,
Right.
you might just say, "Hey, coach, it's over.
Game
done.
over.
We're done." Because then it was a battle of who's going to get the next order of cheese
Right.
fries, and who's sharing and who's not. And
Who's got the large coat coming to the sideline?
girls are cliquey too. I don't know. With 12 girls in softball, you had 3 that loved each other, 3 that hated each other, and 4 that didn't care about anything.
Right.
So
Well, that's one of the first things we say day one is we don't put up with drama.
Yeah.
So they know that we don't allow it. So they're pretty good about that. Willie.
See, aren't you glad you guys don't have Willie as a coach? I mean,
Right.
come on.
Willie does a great job. He's a lot. I mean, we look at it the same way. We want these kids, these student athletes, to have fun. We don't get me wrong. We want to win, but if they're not having fun out there, then what are we doing anyway?
Willie's a passionate person, and his passion for soccer clearly shows.
Yep.
When he's in here studio, we're going to give him heck no matter what, because it's a bunch of us that know
It's just what we do.
But he's very passionate, and you can tell that he puts it all into the game and in coaching, and that's
We have to. Yeah,
you
we
have to. So.
Yeah, and I think it's good for our programs that. I mean, it might not work for everybody, but we're local. We went to school here. We want the Artesians to do well. So
right.
we're putting everything we have back into these programs.
Girls, you got anything you want to add or say or talk about? Questions?
Oh, come on.
No?
Nothing?
Nothing. What's the farthest goal? How far away is the farthest goal you ever scored? Anybody?
From the half line circle.
Half court, basically.
Yep.
That's a shot.
I was at a travel game.
Cassie, you had one pretty far out last year. Yeah, it was pretty close to that. Because Cassie was playing like a defensive mid position and dribbled up about midfield.
It's tough for defense to score, I would assume.
I got like.
Right. She played a little bit of everywhere, but yeah, you had a long one last year.
Yeah.
Bicycle kick. Can any of you guys do that? Over your head and kick the net?
Never tried it.
Never tried it.
No.
Now don't go try it and get hurt.
Yeah, let's not.
I mean, that's just stuff you see on TV, but
Right.
that's crazy stuff.
Yeah, we're excited for the season. We got some nice to see girls finally. The boys have had some success in the future past about kids going to college and playing, so it's nice to see some of our girls starting to do the same.
Was last year your winning record? How often do they have a winning record for Martinsville?
Our girls, that's the first one in like 15 years. So
see, that's amazing.
yeah, so we're turning that corner. It's been a grind. It's been a lot, taking a long time to do it, but hopefully we can turn that. Since we've turned that corner, we can just keep it rolling. And we want the middle school team to grow. Girls, we need them to fall in love with the game.
Now we may end up as this show. We're going to try to get different coaches in every Thursday.
Yeah.
So if you have any in mind, or help with soccer camp.
Yep, all of the Demery didn't. The other three were there pretty much every day. Yeah.
If you have any in mind, message me. Any other coaches?
Okay.
Because we're going to start with the high school and work our way down. If we get to middle school soccer,
yeah.
And it doesn't matter what time of year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We want to get them all in.
Our girls coach for the middle school this year she coached last year. Madison Payne. She played at Monrovia. I think she might be Monrovia's leading scorer. So it's nice to get young, good coaches in the community also. So trying to build that program. We started from scratch. So
let me ask you this: if I'm a new parent and I've got a fourth grader, third grader,
Mhm.
and they come to you, what can you tell them to say, hey, my daughter wants to play soccer, but I don't know enough about it, safety wise, blah 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 blah.
right.
Tell me, give me a little bit.
Just you gotta love the game. Try it. And that's one thing I didn't really do with my girls. They didn't play softball or basketball, or we just played soccer only. I don't know why that was the case, but if they love it, let them fall in love with the game, and we'll get them on a field. That's our goal, is to get these kids in the community playing soccer. YMCA, if they're a little bit better than that and they want to move on, we can get them on a club team. So we had two girls this last season that never really played club soccer before. We put them on a team. The desire's there and they want to get better. Let's find a team for you.
Any interest in a club team in Martinsville?
I think back years ago, and Willie might know more about this than I do, but there was one, the Vipers or something, and then we did have a Morgan County club team. It's called MC United. That's actually where my girls started playing.
That's very European sounding.
Yeah. I think they tried to make it sound that. They didn't want Morgan County United.
Right.
So, but it's kind of went away. And at that point, we moved to the Center Grove team, the SCSA, South Central Soccer Academy. Both my girls coach there. Willie coaches there too.
The Center Grove corner a lot on everything. I mean, the amount of money they have dumping into programs is astronomical.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, it's
from football to baseball.
Yeah, same with soccer.
Soccer.
Yeah. So, and then there's the Cutters in Bloomington. So
Barbara's had a good run help.
Yeah.
So was that?
So it just kind of went away
1985, Willie.
Right. It's kind of hard to get a club team in a local community because they have to the surrounding clubs have to vote on it. If they'll let them, because they don't want them to draw club players away. So
makes sense.
And the Cutters and SCSA is so ingrained.
Not going to happen. Makes sense.
So, but SCSA is a great club. I gladly send players there to get better. Got good coaches, good development programs. They have Little Stars. They call it Little Stars with a little bit of kids, and then they have the academy with the little older. So they're doing it right. So, yep.
Any questions or comments, ladies? Anything you want to add? Anyone you shout out to? Say hi to teammates or moms or grandmas? No?
I mean, Maddie was supposed to be with us tonight. She's working at Subway, so Ryan wouldn't let her off, so we might have to.
Really? I'm texting Ryan when we're off there. Willie, you got anything you want to ask or say? Because if not, he'd be like an hour from now, dude, you should have asked this or you should have asked this.
Right. Well, I didn't come prepared either.
You're fine.
What do you got over there? You
It's
got anything?
It's good just to promote you guys, to have you guys come on, and I think you guys should do the fall foliage. I think both teams should go, girls and boys.
Anything we can get out there to promote the program and the team.
You're trying to promote yourself, the school, and the program overall. So,
and we want the community to come out, like the new turf. There's much. Right. Now Willie won't have that problem with the boys. If Maddie was here, she'd do a lot of talking, right? We could have.
Yeah.
It's hit and miss. You'd be surprised. The funniest group we ever had in here, the chess team, with Bill Pilot.
Right.
From the seniors down to the kids that are 4 and 5 years old. We were in the old studio, and the minute they came through the door, they would not shut up.
They're just so much smarter than everybody.
Right. But they were just, and it was hilarious. It was a great, I think we went like an hour and a half because there was some little 8-year-old kid sitting over there, and he just the whole time was like firing questions at me, and I'm back at him, and I was like, dude, you're hilarious.
Oh, they don't stop at practice. It's nonstop. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Olivia, you have a lot to say. Come on.
They're camera shy tonight.
Camera shy.
Come on. What's your favorite subject in school?
Really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite real subject?
Probably math.
Math.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I agree with that. I hated math.
Our assistant coach is a math teacher, so she'll be happy to see you.
Who's your assistant coach?
Megan Borchelt.
Okay.
She's a math teacher at the high school. You don't like? What's your favorite?
There
Good,
you go.
Good. Coach Breach will be happy to hear that.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, damn man.
There you go. On a serious note. Exactly, Willie. Lunch. That's been my
Right.
favorite time too.
Yeah.
I'm serious, Willie. We're going to try to we're going to pick a night. I'm going to get schedules from you and Coach Willie. We'll pick a night. We'll come there.
Perfect.
Bring the iPad, walk around, introduce the girls, let them say hi, catch a little bit of game time.
Great.
And it's right there behind. Well, I want to say East Middle, but I don't know what it's called.
Bell,
Bell, yeah.
Bell and Smith,
Yeah, between the football field and Bell.
Yeah. Come out. We want the community out there. I mean, the field's going to be for the community too. That's the nice thing about it. Just like junior league football uses the turf, the football field, like our YMCA players will be able to play on our turf.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's going to be. They're going to play there. So it's a big investment in our school and the community. So
they get the football field, the soccer pitch, the girls softball diamond, and the boys baseball field.
All being, everything's being.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely. So it'll be great.
Coach, you want to add anything?
No, I appreciate your support and having us out. You guys are doing great things for the high school. So all of our coaches, we appreciate it.
We're going to have them in here.
Yep.
Again, if somebody wanted to help sponsor or be involved with you, get a hold of you or Coach Willie.
Yep. Reach out to Coach or I, or even Kip Staggs, the AD at the high school. Reach out to us, and we'll be any donations help.
Danielle is watching.
Danielle's on our team. Yep.
There we go.
So.
Well, folks, if you want to help support these young ladies or both the boys or the girls, get a hold of Coach Willie or Jason or, like I said, Kip or Mr. Bell or somebody.
Yep.
Mr. Absolutely. Lips, somebody to track it down.
Yep.
Somebody to get you where you need to go. Believe me, there's always a need, especially at this level. So, ladies, thank you for coming in tonight. I appreciate it. I wish you nothing but luck this year. You will see us again, and we talking, but we'll be in your environment with jerseys on and game time.
We'll just have
And
to switch out the girls.
I want to see the game's
Girls are-
face fired up and see what's up, and or you can't be on.
Yeah. It's a different mentality once the jerseys go on.
Right, I understand
Yeah.
game time. I completely
Yeah.
understand that. Coach,
So,
thank you
very much. Thanks for having us.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. What is today? Thursday?
Yeah.
Tomorrow night we'll be at the Red and Blue game. Give you some of the action there. And we will see you then. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We will see you soon.